God damn it, Sarah. Hey, don't leave me on read. Stop ignoring my calls already and pick up.
Jake, you know phone calls are banned in the patient room. If we call, we're going to be a nuisance to other patients. If you aren't being one already, that is.
Who gives a shit about something like that? They're all probably just watching videos with their headphones on anyways. Honestly, it's not like anyone else is paying attention to us either. They won't be able to hear us talk.
That's not the issue though, is it? God, why are you always like this? Stop roping me into your troubles. I don't want to bother other people. Besides, I have no intention of calling you anyways. Can you, leave me alone already?
Why haven't you visited me yet? You haven't come to visit even once since I got hospitalized. Everyone else has had visitors.
Are you kidding me, Jake? If anything, why on earth would I have to visit you at all?
Your very own husband got injured in an accident. Every other patient's been asking me where my wife is. Aren't you even the least bit worried?
Let me think a bit. Nope, not particularly.
It was one real tragic accident at that. I could have died too. Don't you think I deserve a little sympathy here? It's not like I'm asking for much, just a little acknowledgement, you know?
Yeah, like you didn't bring this on yourself. You're always so damn careless. I wasn't even surprised this time too. So, no, you're getting zero sympathy from me at least.
Seriously? Are you being for real right now? I got fractures and bruises all over my body, too. I think I broke all the bones I could even break. The doctors even said that my condition's critical and everything. It's not just a minor injury, it's severe and requires real attention.
Can you quit being such a drama queen? You always exaggerate everything. It's so exhausting. I know all you hurt was just your arm and leg.
Hey, my arm might be just a normal fracture, but my leg was a complex fracture, though. Heck, I'm taking painkillers and it still hurts so much.
I heard you fell from the 5th floor. The fact that you got away with just those injuries, that's some damn misfortune, I'll give you that.
That's it? That's all you have to say? Shouldn't you be more like, I'm so glad you survived, or thank God you didn't die, or something like that? I almost met the maker himself, and you act like it's nothing. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, good for you. Yet here you are, still making it all about you. I sure hope you thanked him for letting you off so lightly. You're clearly not in as much trouble as you make it seem. God, even when hospitalized, you're still annoying.
Anyways, it's been more than 2 weeks since I got hospitalized, right? How come you're so adamant about not coming to visit me? You don't even send a single text over from your end. You never initiate, whereas I'm trying so hard over here just to get your attention. Showing some empathy for once, it wouldn't hurt, you know. Feels like I'm completely forgotten over here.
Do you really want to know why? It's because texting you is draining. It's just a waste of time and energy. You're not even worth the screen time. Besides, it's true that I'm not worried for you anyways. Feel free to get hospitalized whenever you feel like falling down 5 stories again.
What the? How could you be so damn cold-hearted?
How the hell can you seriously expect me to be worried about you? I still haven't forgiven you over what you did. Don't you dare think for a moment that I've forgotten about it.
Come on, Sarah, we've already been over this together. I've apologized and everything, too. I mean, I think I've repented just about enough as well.
You've got to be kidding me. After all you did, you think that was enough for me to forgive you? I can't believe you think that was enough to fix everything. You've got some nerve.
Oh, come on, don't be like that, Sarah. I'm in pain. Don't make things worse. You said you'd forgive me if I met certain conditions and stuff, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Care to remember what those conditions were? You failing to meet them, that's the damn reason I won't come to visit you. I'm just so done with you, I can't. Just leave me alone and stop calling me. I'm already done with this back and forth. I'm going to go live my own life now. In the meantime, maybe you can figure out exactly where you messed up.
All right, fine, jeez. Even so, I don't know what that says about you as a person if you won't even visit your injured husband. I gotta say, that's pretty messed up, Sarah. Where are your morals?
Don't push your luck with me, Jake. I swear to God. You're the last person I need a conversation on morals from. Despite all this, don't forget that I'm the one who compromised between the two of us.
What kind of wife says shit like that? It's honestly kind of unbelievable how selfish you are. Now that it's come to this, I'm telling on you. You always go a step too far, don't you? Wait till Mom hears about this.
God, you're pathetic through and through. It's always mommy this and mommy that whenever things go south, isn't it? Some people really just never make it past kindergarten.
You sure you want to be talking to me with that sort of tone? I'm really gonna tell her all about this. Don't think she'll let you off as easily as me once she hears about how cruel you've been.
Go on, then let's see you try. Some 5-year-old you are. After all, you're so incompetent that all you can really manage is to call mommy to solve all your problems. I'm not even surprised it turned out like this.
The fuck you say to me? Here I was thinking I'd go easy on you. Now you're gonna get it. My mom's gonna tear you apart to shreds and you'll wish you did as I said. Too late to regret this now. I'm telling her everything.
Sarah, why on earth won't you visit my Jake? I heard all about how cold you are from him, that you haven't visited once since he got hospitalized. Go visit him right now. That's your responsibility as his wife. How could you ignore your duties like this?
Look, I don't have the time to be dealing with this, let alone dealing with him. No offense, even if I did, I'd much rather spend that time working instead. Injured or not, I really have no intention of seeing him.
He really was right about you. How could you be so cold? This is unacceptable behavior from you. And you call yourself a wife? No wonder Jake's so hurt. He said that he couldn't even believe how cold you were to him.
Oh, is that so? No matter how you spin things or whatever you say, nothing's going to make me go see him. Frankly, I really could not care less right now.
Your husband's suffering from so much pain, and you don't feel a shred of remorse? My Jake is suffering all alone in the patient room, with no one to comfort him or keep him company. Just seeing a familiar face alone would surely lift his spirits, and yet you...
Well, if you're so worried about him, why don't you just stay by his side instead? Clearly, you care about him more than I do. You've always been so demanding when your son's involved. But stop forcing me to babysit your son already. I'm sick of it.
That's impossible. We have to take care of his father, too. How inconsiderate can you be? I can't leave him for so many days on end as proper wife wouldn't. Which is precisely why I'm expecting you to instead. Also, New York is just too far from where we live.
But that's too bad, but you're going to have to give this one up. Because frankly, I have no obligation to take care of your son whatsoever. And I'm getting frustrated by you not picking up on that.
I can't believe this. I don't even know what to say. How come you still don't get it? To think that my Jake married someone who could be so cold-hearted. You're unfit to be his wife. Divorce my son this instant. I can't leave him with the likes of you anymore.
Divorce him? What are you talking about? I'm single right now.
Huh?
I actually already ended things with your son from before the accident. We are and have been strangers for quite a while already.
What do you mean? This is the first I've ever heard of this.
Apparently, Jake's only been telling you what's convenient to him. Knowing him, I really can't say I'm surprised, though. He's always been good at spinning things in his favor. We're divorced for some time now. If you really can't believe me, I can get my family registry and all.
Wait, I'm so confused. Let me get things straight. Are you two really divorced?
That's what I've been saying.
Well, even still, would it kill you to give him a little attention? My poor Jake is in critical condition, you know. His leg has a complex fracture. Even if you're divorced, Don't you think it's cruel that you just dismiss him like that?
Oh my god, Jake really hasn't told you anything, huh?
Huh? What are you talking about?
God damn it, Jake. So you really haven't heard anything about the incident that caused the divorce to begin with? Though this should come as no surprise at this point. I had a legitimate reason for breaking up with him. I didn't end things with him on some whim.
Incident? What is this incident? Jake never mentioned anything of the sort. How come I've never heard about this before?
In case you haven't noticed, not only was Jake a liar, but he was absolutely horrible as a partner. God, even talking about him is getting me annoyed. I can't wait to put this drama behind me.
What exactly happened between the two of you? You have to tell me properly.
Like mother, like son, the both of you are so self-centered. Well, it is something that Jake went so far as to hide from you, so you probably won't like anything I have to say about him now.
Oh my. What could he have done wrong that was so bad?
Being his mother, you might find what he did shocking. He sure seems to rely on you a lot too, so it can't feel good. But if you still want to know what he did, I wouldn't mind sharing though. Just don't blame me afterwards or rope me into some new quarrel.
Well, my mom's already reached out to you, hasn't she? I bet you got destroyed, didn't ya? Too late for you to come groveling back to me now.
Nope, not at all.
What the hell? That can't be. How come? My mom wouldn't back down to someone like you. She would have told you off right.
Jake, you really are pathetic. I should have known that you leave out important details to your mom. Anything that makes you look bad isn't worth mentioning, huh? I told her everything that happened between us, but she seemed really disappointed in you.
No way. You didn't. You actually talked back against her? What the hell did you tell her?
All I did was just tell her what you didn't care to. Before you go off crying to her about how I'm so cruel or whatever, maybe you ought to have told her about how we're not even married anymore. She actually thought we're still married and even told me to divorce you.
Oh, come on, that's not fair. We only got divorced so recently, too. We're practically still together. This is no way to treat your own husband.
What kind of screwed up logic is that? We're strangers now, which is why I have no obligation to come visit you or anything. And I have no desire to either. Get that through your head already. We are done.
But you could be even a little concerned. How can you be so cold and uncaring?
Cold and uncaring? I'm surprised you can even say that. Do you have any idea how much trouble you caused to me? No, my entire family. How much we suffered because of your gambling addiction. My family's still recovering from what you've done.
Hey, I already apologized about that, didn't I? How are you still stuck up on this?
You used up all my hard-earned money for gambling without even telling me. But yeah, sure, maybe I wouldn't have divorced you if it was all you did. But what you did afterwards, God, that's the real problem.
When you say you told my mom...
When we visited my family together, you even stole our family's possessions. You sold what we had in our family for generations for some pocket change, all to fuel your gambling addiction. You know you're no different from just some common thief, right?
Seriously? I apologized about that too, didn't I? I didn't even lose that much, and I was so close to winning.
That's not even the end of it, Jake. You even tried to make moves on my sister, too. She's still in high school. How could you even? Gambling and theft, and to top it all off, hitting on a minor. That's just appalling. It's beyond words. My parents were livid. I'll give you that. Honestly, I'm angry at myself for letting you in my life for so long.
But you said you'd let it go if we got divorced, though, right? Come on, forgive me already. Stop being so bitchy. Can you just come visit me? I'm in so much pain.
Please, I didn't even ask you to pay me and my family back. I let you off the hook for just divorcing me. If anything, you should be grateful. And yet, here you still are, whining about me not coming to visit you or whatever. What makes you think you have any right to demand things of me?
Hey, you're the one that said you'd let it go if we got divorced. So why is it so hard for you to listen to a favor or two, huh? I don't get why you're being so damn difficult.
I don't know what the hell is going on in that head of yours, but it's impossible to get through to you. In case you still don't get it, just leave me alone. Don't reach out to me ever again.
I don't give a shit about what you think. I'm telling you to come, so just fucking come already. Quit being such a fucking tease.
Excuse me?
Don't forget that you're my wife. So don't even think about disobeying me. Besides, you've got it all wrong, you insolent bitch. Since you're my wife, you should know that what's yours is basically mine. And by extension, I'm entitled to use your family's money for whatever the hell I please. That's what it means to be married.
Who do you think you are? How entitled can you get? You're scum.
Who the fuck are you calling scum, Sarah? I'm your damn husband, and you'll treat me with some damn respect. In fact, who do you think you are talking to me like this? A wife has no right talking to their husband like this.
I can't bear to listen to you anymore. This is unbelievable. Seriously. Snap out of it, Jake. You're a mess. Don't embarrass your mother any further, please. I can't believe you're really like this.
What the hell are you on about, Sarah? Wait, what's going on?
This is your mother, you idiot. How could you be like this?
Wait, what? Mom? Mom, is that really you? Wait, how come you're there? What the hell is going on?
Sarah told me about all the events leading to your divorce, and I couldn't bear to just sit around anymore without confirming myself. How on earth could you do something as foolish as stealing your own wife's family? To think you also tried to make a move on her sister? She's still in high school, Jake. And, to top it all off, you have the nerve to say that what she owns is by default yours as well? How can you justify any part of what you've done? What the hell are you talking about?
Hey, why are you getting mad at me? You're my mom. You're supposed to be on my side.
Don't you dare have an attitude with me, Jake. I'm now going to go to their place and apologize for all you've done. God, the shame you've brought upon our family. I'm so embarrassed for faulting poor Sarah when I didn't even know what you put her through. But most of all, I'm embarrassed of myself, so being so gullible as to believe such a stupid son.
What the hell, Mom? You're on my side, right? You should be. You're my mom.
Why in the hell would I be on your side after all you've done? A high schooler, Jake? A high schooler?
What? Huh? How come? That makes no sense.
How come? Do you have any idea how much you could still cause us? Sarah also told me that if you were to harass her any further, she'll demand you to repay her for all that you stole from her family. That's $200,000.
Well, that's not that much, right? So are you going to pay for it?
What the? How can you still be like this? Where are we supposed to get this sort of money from? I'm living off my pension over here. How can you be so financially irresponsible at your age?
Get off my back, will you? I mean, sure, maybe the amount is quite a bit more than we can handle, and maybe it's a little bit on me that we're in this situation. But what? Sarah whines a little, and now you're just gonna come blame me for everything? You're not the type of person to be so easily convinced. Are you even trying?
Forget trying or convincing. I'm prepared to beg them for forgiveness. This isn't something that we can just talk our way out of. Just to make this clear, since you don't seem to understand, you are 100% to blame. I'm so ashamed to think I raised you like this, into such a person with so little common sense and decency.
God, stop being so dramatic about it, Mom. Jeez. Think about it. All this is some petty squabble between husband and wife.
To think that after all this, you're still so unaware of the gravity of the situation you've placed us in. How pathetic can you get? Just where did you go wrong to be so brazen about what you've done?
Hey, that's enough! You're being unreasonable about all this, Mom. You've always protected me and been on my side, no matter what I did. What's so different now? Just quit nagging me already and talk Sarah around, would you?
I can see now that me protecting you has been a mistake. Me pampering you on every turn made you the man-child that you are now. I see that very clearly. I'm going to be apologizing to Sarah's family for all you've done, though I'm sure it won't be enough.
What, you too? If you've got time apologizing to someone else's family, how about you visit your own son? I've been getting pretty bored already, so can you just come? I'm the only one who doesn't get visitations in my room. You have any idea how embarrassing that is for me? You ever put yourself in someone else's shoes?
Jake, let me put this straight. You are an embarrassment to our family. Once this all settles, don't think you can come back home so easily. There's no place for someone like you in our family. And no, I will not come visit you. No matter how much you complain, enough is enough.
Hey, is my mom still there? Why is she ignoring my calls and texts too now? What the hell is going on?
Your mother is currently visiting my family to apologize for all you've done.
What? Sarah, is that you? Where the hell is she? Did she really go on her own?
She said she's going to apologize on behalf of you. Said she'll get on her knees, do anything to make things right with us. Though honestly, that wouldn't be enough considering what you've done.
Shut up! I want to talk to her right now. Put her on.
Said she'll go home once after she's done apologizing to us. Clearly, she's had enough of you.
Why won't she come visit me before going back? What, but she has the time to go visit someone else's family? That's not fair.
She said that she doesn't even want to see your face right now. I mean, even if she did see you, let's be honest, she'd probably want to beat you to a pulp out of anger. Though common sense would stop her from hurting someone hospitalized. Unlike you, she appears to have some self-restraint.
You don't know her like I do. There's no way that's true. She'd never say any of that. And she'd never raise her hands against me.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Who knows? Either way, she has to take care of your grandfather anyways, so you're at the bottom of her priorities for now. She can't risk staying away from them for too long, unlike with you. She did say she'll come visit you some other day, though. She said she'd also hire some people to take care of your grandfather first, so she can visit longer.
What the hell, Mom? Why'd you go that far just to not see me? Is she really that mad at me, though?
Jake, did you already forget what she said to you last? She told you not to come back home, didn't she? She might as well have disowned you. That's her telling you she wants to cut ties.
Hang on, disown me? For real? You've got to be kidding me.
Nope, I'm being for reals. She was so mad even then that before she left. She said she's never going to let you anywhere near their house again. Unlike you, she actually understands how serious your crimes are. Seriously, thank goodness your mother's got some common sense. She's actually facing the reality of the situation. How on earth did she raise a fool like you?
Thank goodness there's nothing good about this. If I can't even go home, how am I supposed to ask for help?
It's time to face reality, Jake. This is all what you brought upon yourself through your addictions and mistakes. You're just reaping what you sowed.
Who gives a shit? I'm injured. I'm hurt, and I deserve some damn sympathy regardless. Why is everyone out to get me? How about you show a little compassion instead of just tearing my head off? All you ever do is just criticize. Why can't you be more like my mom?
Just how long are you going to keep playing the victim? You only have yourself to blame for all of this. The same goes for you and your injuries. You were drinking yourself to a stupor over our divorce, and you got up on the balcony, didn't you? How can you let yourself go like that?
I mean, yeah, that is what happened, but even still, you don't have to keep putting it like that.
God, you're just embarrassing through and through. I mean, forget causing us trouble. You're also being a nuisance to society as a whole. The apartment's administrators, the paramedics, and hospital staff, you've dragged so many people's lives into your pathetic mess. Are you just going to be a burden on anyone around you for the rest of your life? You're constantly dragging others down with you. Was my family not enough for you?
I didn't intend for any of this to happen. I didn't mean to cause trouble or burden other people or anything like that. I just got caught up in my own mess, and now it just kind of looks bad. I was just feeling lonely because I wanted you back.
Heard you yelled out my name before jumping off the balcony. Stuff like, come back, or like, I'll curse you for as long as I live. You even managed to get reported from your neighbors over the racket.
I don't really remember any of that happening. I mean, like, I was drunk and emotional, so...
Always have an excuse, don't you? You're good for nothing, but no one can be as much of a nuisance as you are. People like you should just shut up and live without making a sound. Think about all the people you cause trouble to. No one, and I mean no one, likes you at all because of your actions.
That's not true! I have people who like me! You're wrong. You've got to be. I mean...
Yeah? If I'm so wrong, try naming someone who could even remotely like you. Go on then. Who? Who on earth have you yet to push away or let down? Even your mom, who babysat you every turn, has had enough with you. Enough that your own mother would cut ties with you.
The nurses at the hospital, they've been nice to me. At least nicer than any of you have been throughout this whole ordeal.
The nurse? If you really think that, then you're one pathetic loser. Of course they're nice. It's their damn job to take care of you. They're not working as nurses because they love you so much that they'd literally wipe your ass.
Did my mom really say she'd be cutting ties with me?
If you're so worried, why don't you go ask her yourself? Well, I doubt you'd be able to for a while given how your body is.
No, this can't be happening. This has to all be a mistake of some kind. No way you and my mom are both giving up on me. What did I do that's so bad? How did I get here?
What did you do? Instead of just pushing up your self-pity onto other people, maybe it's about time you look back on your actions and reconsider what exactly you did wrong. Sit there, alone, and seriously think about where you messed up. You've got plenty of time to think while you're still hospitalized, don't you? Lucky for you, there's no one who'd visit you anyways. In the end, Jake really didn't receive any visitors. Given how not even any of his relatives came, it's safe to say that word got around in his family of all that he's done. Afterwards, I received word that we were able to locate and buy back all that Jake had sold away. Apparently, his mother came to my family with $200,000 in hand and gave it to us so that we could buy back our belongings. I should add that the money wasn't actually his mother's money, but rather money that she made Jake responsible for paying back. She probably threatened to really disown him unless he paid us back himself. That being said, though, Jake still hasn't been allowed back into his family. Though they haven't disowned him, they're totally giving him the cold shoulder. He's going to have to repay his debt all alone from now on. He's getting exactly what he deserves, really. Looking back, Jake was a total ass through and through. I'm so glad to finally put him in the past at last. With the debt repaid for now, I no longer have to worry about earning for my family. I can't wait to see where my life takes me next.